Hi everyone, this is Crypto Layman. Today I want to address a couple of things in this video. As you probably know, I have been a host of an Emrit hotspot for the last month and a half, so I have some first-hand knowledge when it comes to hosting an Emrit miner or a cool spot or a hotspot, whatever you may want to call it. And I have noticed that a lot of people have a lot of questions still surrounding the Emrit business model and how they can get on board and how it works. Even though the community on Discord is very active and people try and help each other a lot, I feel that there are still a lot of questions that get repeated quite often by the community, by especially new members joining in and people who want to seek clarification. And often these questions can go unanswered despite the best efforts of the Discord community. So the aim and purpose of this video is to address some of those questions and hopefully provide you with the answers that you're seeking. Just a disclaimer, I'm not affiliated with Emrit or Helium in any way, shape or form. I just happen to have first-hand knowledge as an Emrit host, and I happen to be a believer in the IoT network that Helium is generating and providing. I really am a fan of the project. So without further ado, I will jump straight into what Emrit are and what their business model is. First of all, so Emrit is a new startup company. They're not actually part of the Helium network in terms of an organization. So they are a separate company, a separate entity who are working with Helium as an external provider of software, and they have basically seen an opportunity here. And their business model is very simple. The Helium network stopped manufacturing their own cool spots, and they outsourced production to third-party manufacturers across the globe. Emrit entered the market because they saw an opportunity. So what they do is they buy that hardware, take on all the risk, and send that hardware to hosts, people like you and I, across the globe who are willing to put those devices in their homes and then earn some passive income by these devices. The device itself does not cost you a single penny as a host. So Emrit take on all the initial cost of sourcing the hardware, doing all the legwork, and then shipping you the hardware or the hotspot completely free of charge to your home address. And in exchange for providing all of that, whatever the hotspot generates in terms of HNT tokens, they keep 80% of those tokens, and they pay each host 20% of their hotspot earnings. So if your hotspot generates 100 HNT in a month, Helium will keep 80 of those 100 tokens and pay you 20 tokens as a host. Now people say often that, look, it's not a huge split, 20% is not enough, but what you must remember is you as a host are literally not taking on any risk whatsoever. Yes, if you could keep the 100%, ideal, who wouldn't love to, but on the flip side, you are not risking a single penny from your own pocket. Emrit are taking all that risk, so they are shipping out those hotspots, and they are paying you 20% of whatever it generates, in exchange for providing the location, which is your home address, an internet connection, and a tiny amount of electricity that the hotspot uses, which is 5 watts, I believe. So it equates to about 1 penny a day. So bearing that in mind, in terms of passive income, I mean, you can't really argue with it. If you're making 20 quid or 200 quid or 500 quid, that is completely passive. You are not taking on any risk. If the Helium network goes bust tomorrow, God forbid, then you are not at loss in any way, shape or form. you haven't invested a penny, and you haven't lost a penny. So this is the business model. This is what's appealing to people like me, people like you. I mean, I personally ordered it. It's been here. It's been mining. I've been paid, and I will talk more about that further down in this video. But first of all, let's answer those first few questions. So, main question people have is, and this is a very important question, people always keep asking, oh, I live in XYZ country, is the helium hotspot available in my country, can I host it there? Before you can actually apply to become a host, I would suggest that you go onto this link that I've provided in the description on GitHub and check out the frequency in your particular country. So all the countries are listed alphabetically. So Albania has the EU frequency of 868, falls in zone 1. Algeria, American Samoa, etc. So these are all the countries that are listed, and I think zones 1 and 2 and 3 are already active. So if your country is here, listed here, and there is a frequency listed here, I think there are chances that you are able to host. But then again, once you have applied, Emrit have to do certain checks to make sure that it is going to be profitable for you and for them to send you a hotspot. So they will take into considerations things such as other hotspots near you already, or the location itself. They don't want you to be based in a valley surrounded by massive mountains where the signal doesn't actually reach out of the valley. So they will take all of those things into consideration. So Indonesia is for example, where the frequency hasn't been allocated. So I assume that you can't actually host a hotspot in Indonesia right now. So this is a page. The link is in the description. So check that out if you want to before you order. Once you've decided that you want to be a host and you want to receive the free Emrit hotspot and mine helium tokens, it's fairly easy to do. So you can go onto their website to read up on the company first of all, and once you're on the website, which is emrit.io, you can click on order now, which will take you to their sign up page, or you can enter it manually, which is app.emrit.io/sign up. You can fill in your details here, choose what country you're in. You have to be over the age of 18, and you must agree to their terms and conditions and their privacy policy. So once you've done all of those things, you can sign up using your email address and select your password, and it will take you to their Shopify store where you can order your hotspots. Now, once the order has been placed, anyone can place an order. It will go into an approval process. So in the approval process, Emrit will look into the viability of providing you with a hotspot and assess whether or not it is going to be worthwhile sending you a free piece of hardware or a hotspot, because they don't, as I said, they don't want to put a hotspot where there is not going to be any mining, or proof of coverage is going to be difficult. So they will assess that. Once they have given you the approval, which can take anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, maybe slightly longer depending on how busy they are, but they're fairly quick with that usually. They will ask you to send them some details in an email. So what you must do then is you must send them your email address that you sign up here with in the sign up process. So it has to be these details, the address as to where the hotspots is going to be located, your telephone number so they can give you a call and verify that you are indeed a real person, and also your helium or HNT wallet address where you want the earnings to be paid every month. You can send those things to the email address, which I'll link up here now. It is info@emrit.io. You send them those details and they will process your order. The delivery time at the moment, they say, is between 4 and 8 weeks. However, there are a lot of backlogs when it comes to ordering the actual physical hardware from manufacturers. There are delays across the globe due to the pandemic and due to several new companies coming on board. So it can take slightly longer, so you need to be patient with that, please. If you have any queries about the progress of your hotspot, or you want to ask further questions, you can always email them on this email address here, which is success.emrit.io, and the team are usually quite helpful there. Again, they aim and try and answer those questions within 24 hours, but depending on how many queries are being generated, obviously, understandably, it can take slightly longer at times. So that being said, once the hotspot has arrived, all you need to do is follow the instructions in the package itself and download the hotspot app, which I would suggest that you download way before you actually receive your device, because that app is usually a good app to share your Helium address and use as a Helium wallet. So you download that app, you generate a Helium address on that app and provide that as your deposit address for your earnings to Emrit, so they can pay you all the tokens automatically into that wallet. Follow the instructions, link it up, and the instructions are quite clear. It won't show you as the hotspot owner because the ownership is retained by Emrit, and they literally receive all the payouts into their wallet and then distribute them out by calculating your 20% every month. There is literally nothing else you can do. So once your hotspot's up and running, you can always log into this app.emrit.io, which also provides the dashboard and where you can track your earnings real time as to how much you are earning. The dashboard will not show how much the actual hotspot is mining. It will only show you your earnings and how much you are earning on a daily basis, weekly basis, and a monthly basis. So that being said, I think those are the main questions that people have been having and have been asking. There have been a lot of questions about the payments as well. So what happens is people start mining mid-month. The payment month for Emrit runs from the first till the last date of the month. So if you start mining on, for example, like I did on the 23rd of March, and I was expecting a payout on the 1st of April, it would appear that you have to be mining for more than 30 days consecutively for more than a month in order to receive your first payout. So my payout was not made on the 1st of April, but instead I had to complete my first 30 days, and then it rolled over on the May payment. So I was paid 2 days ago by Emrit, my 20%. And just for illustration purposes, if you want to check that out, I will provide the link for that video is up here, where you can see what my earnings were from owning one hotspot, which only had one witness, and how much I made with that hotspot, how much I was paid. And I can tell you I'm more than happy with what I made for the amount of effort that I had actually put in. Again, it was completely free to me. I got something like $600 for a month's worth of hosting, and I really can't moan with that. So $600, I mean, your mining results will vary depending on several things like other hotspots, the density of the hotspots in your area, the reward scales, etc., the topography of your region, signal strength, etc. So all of those things will matter, and your mining earnings will vary. So please don't think that that is a minimum amount that everyone will make. I know people who have made far more than I have in 1 month, and I know people who have far less than I have. So there are several factors that the mining results depend on, so please don't think that these are typical results. What I would also like to say is thank you very much for all your support in growing this YouTube channel, and all the support that I've been getting. It has been an amazing journey so far. So if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more hopefully useful information and more videos on several other crypto projects such as Helium. At the moment the focus happens to be on Helium, so stay tuned for all the latest. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share with others so others can benefit as well. Thank you very much, and look after yourselves. Take care. Speak to you soon.